Hey guys, Steve here from Rocks, and welcome back to Geek Peek. Now today we're going to take a peek into another comic book series, and I know in the beginning I said I didn't really want to do much on comic book series just because it's so far widespread that they're reviewing them, but I found a little niche in what I want to review as far as the type of content I want to review in comic books, and it's the stuff that's probably going to be overlooked most of the time on the comic book shelf, whereas people go to the comic book store, they're looking for specific things most of the time. They're looking for, now when I go, I'm pretty much rummaging. I'm looking for very different things. Now I've said before, I do go for my key issues, I do go for my monthly issues and the standard what would you would call the standard comic book hero, Batman, Superman, Flash, as far as DC, Spider-Man, Incredible Hulk, Avengers, as far as Marvel goes, and the list goes on and on. But and I do love superheroes, and I love comic books, but I also like a little bit of the different stuff, Simon Dark and Crimson and things like that, kind of maybe that have been overlooked, and I love reading that stuff, and I love finding that stuff. So when I go to the comic book store, I'm looking for all sorts of different things. A lot of times I'm going with one thought in mind and one thing I'm looking for, and that's what I'm going to go try to find. If I don't find it, I might veer off and look for something different, but if I'm finding what I'm looking for, I'm pretty kind of focused on that, and that's what I'll leave with. But I do like the different stuff, so that's what the content of my comic book reviews are gonna kind of focus around things that aren't so common, and I think you'll find that interesting. They're good reads, and this comic book that I'm getting ready to review, it was a very good read, a very fun read, and really kind of fits in with what is all the rage right now as far as TV shows and movies and comic books, and what we're talking about is like zombie apocalypse, like survival type of things. Now in the gaming industry there's loads of them, and that's pretty much all I play is survival games. I love them, and I love The Walking Dead. Who doesn't? I love the apocalypse, the survival, the whole zombie craze is awesome. So that's what I'm going to review. I'm going to be reviewing Zombie Feast by IDW Publishing, which was released in 2006, and this is a 5-issue set. There's something very cool about this. I'll show you later on the video. If you have the whole set, there's something very cool about this, about the cover art that I'll show you later. But we're doing Zombie Feast. I mean, look at that artwork. That is some good artwork. Now, artwork is by Chris Bolton, and this is written by Shane McCarthy. And Chris Bolton does the cover art. As you can see, he does the cover art, and he does the inside art. So you know you're getting some crazy artwork in here. Now, this is a zombie, it's called Zombie Feast, so you got to be prepared for some blood and some gore and some things like that. And if that's not what you're into, I don't even know why you would pick up a comic book that said Zombie Feast with a cover like that, or any of these. They're pretty gruesome. But I'm not opposed to reading nightmarish type of stuff. I kind of enjoy it. I don't mind being scared. I enjoy that as well. I like horror movies. I like that type of stuff, and I think a lot of other people do too. So with that said, we're going to get into this book. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the storyline of the first book, and get into it a little bit, and show you some artwork, and then I want to show you something really cool with the cover art at the end of this video. I want to show you that, because it's pretty neat. It's something they just didn't have to do. They didn't have to include this, and they did, and it's cool. It's cool. So let's get into the story a little bit, and while I'm getting into the story, I'm going to show you some artwork in these books, and I'm going to show you these books and things like that. So, all right, so let's get into the story a little bit. Now, what we have is really it's a zombie story. So what you have is mindless flesh-eating zombies on a pursuit to quench their hunger for flesh, and that's what zombies do. That's a zombie. So, but the thing is the mindless, violent, merciless killers are not just the zombies. There's a bus that is transporting 8 of the country's most notorious murderers, and is trying to transfer them across the state. And they enter a town called South Ridge, and the town is overrun with zombies. And there is some remaining survivors in this town, and there's 5 innocent people, and there's countless numbers of zombies, and there's 8 killers that get off this bus, and a wide variety of blunt weapons. So be prepared for gore and blood and nightmarish type of content. That's what you're going to get out of it. This book, the title reads Zombie Feast. So pretty much for these prisoners is if they can stay united and work together, their freedom is guaranteed. But however, there's a dark secret that threatens to break the prisoners apart as far as a team, as a group, and then all the while their vital needs for food becomes increasingly problematic, and hopefully somebody among them will risk their lives for food for the group. But who's willing to do that? Who's willing to risk their lives and willing to die to save another? We're talking notorious killers. So who's willing to do that? Somebody needs to do that. Somebody needs to try to get food. Their survival and their freedom depends on it. But you're talking 5 notorious killers. Not sure who's willing to do that. So okay. So we do have art on all 5 covers. So some great art on all 5 covers. And the cool thing about all these 5 covers is they connect to make one big, horrific, zombie-filled image. And that's cool. That's very cool. And like I said, they didn't have to do something like this. They didn't have to include something like that. You get these cool covers that look amazing on their own. And then you have them, you can open them up and put them together to make one big picture. And I think that is sweet. That is why I wanted to review this specific comic book. And one of the reasons. Another reason is it's a great read. Now, the storyline I told you is from book number 1, and the story continues, and you will want to find out who's going to help who and who's not going to help who and who's going to stab who in the back and things like that. But I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it as far as a good comic book. So guys, there you have Zombie Feast. Storyline in book number 1, and the story ensues with basic survival and who's going to help who, and who's not going to help who, and it's cool. It's a cool zombie story with a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a spin on it, which I think is pretty neat. And the cover art is amazing, and the fact that the cover art becomes one big picture, very cool. That is very cool. So there you have it, guys. Not a bad read. Not a bad read at all. Zombie Feast, issues 1 through 5. Pick it up on Amazon. Pick it up at your local comic book store. IDW Publishing, released in 2006, and I enjoyed it. I much enjoyed it, and I think you'll enjoy it too. And I thank you guys so much for watching. And I'm going to be doing more of these reviews, more of these kind of off the normal of your normal comic book superhero type of reviews. I do love superheroes, but I'm digging comic books like this, and so there you have it. Zombie Feast, good read, very good artwork, and I think you'll enjoy it if you're into zombie apocalypse, zombie survival type of stuff. You'll definitely dig this book. So So check it out, and I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, hit the subscribe button and help me grow this channel. And I thank you guys for watching, and we will talk to you soon. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Geek Peek. Check me out on Twitter. I really want to interact with you guys. Check out some of my videos over here and subscribe up here. And check out www.geekpeek.rocks, www.geekpeek.rocks. That's our official website for the Geek Peek channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.